Hi guys, my name's Shelly Burke and just asked if I would share some things that I took away from the leadership conference last weekend. So I have something that I wanted to share. I went to leadership. I'm a new sales leader, and I went to leadership just wanting all the tips and tricks on how to lead a team successfully. I feel like I'm sort of floundering around in my own business, to be honest. So I'm makes me nervous to have a team of girls depending on me. So I went wanting all that, and I left with a simple message of it all comes back to the party. And I know that might seem silly, maybe even a bit self-focused, but if I'm building my own party schedule, sorry, I wrote myself some notes so I would not forget anything. If I'm building my own party schedule, if that's my goal, then so many other areas of my business are going to be touched. So that's going to be, not only will I be leading by example for my team, but with in-home parties as my anchor, I'm going to have higher party sales, I'm going to have higher bookings, I'm going to have higher recruiting, I'm going to be building long-lasting relationships and long-term customers. And in so many of the sessions that I went to, even if parties wasn't the theme, it always all came back to that. Some things I wrote that I pulled out from different sessions are every great why needs a great how, and that how is the party. The party, it is simple, it's a connector, it's sustainable, it's good. Get back to what works. It's the party. So if you're having a slow time or a blank party schedule, and then I also wrote down, how I said I thought that might seem like a bit self-focused, but it's like putting your oxygen mask on first, like in an airplane. If you have, if your personal business, if you're taking care of your personal business first, then you're going to be able to better lead a team. So just a little bit about me. While I've been in this business a little less than a year now, and while I've had a consistent business and I've worked at it and I've earned that, I've not had a consistent in-home party schedule. So I came into Norwex for the discount, just like many of you, and I felt like Facebook parties just made sense for me, and I'd never actually been to an in-home party. I went to one of Erin's Facebook parties, decided to have one of my own Facebook parties, and there the trail went on. So it was actually a few months, or maybe even more, in my business that I realized I really needed to make the transition to in-home parties, that it was going to be necessary if I wanted a sustainable business. And while that sort of seemed to be my focus throughout the weekend, is getting this consistent, making that my goal to have a consistent party schedule, our weekend actually ended on a talk from Belinda Hollingsworth, and she talked all about the party. So that was sort of an affirmation to me that that's what my main takeaway was. So I'm going to include a few notes for all of y'all, so y'all can see some of the things that she said. And but a few things that really stuck out to me and made my realization of a need to transition to home parties was that it's all about social selling. I never really heard in-home parties called or referred to in that way, and it is proven that more people buy because of being together with their peers. And she ended her entire talk on online parties should be in addition to your in-home parties. They shouldn't replace any face-to-face parties. So those are for out-of-town guests and for reasons like that. And I now see that I wanted to do Facebook parties in the beginning because of fear. Because of fear of being in front of people, talking in front of people, for fear that I would have to ask somebody to do something in their home, for fear that no one might show up. But you know what? My why needs to be bigger than my fear. And like I said earlier, your why is going to be, you're in this business because of your why, and then your how is going to be the party. So my why needs to be bigger than my fears. And if I want to be successful and continue up, and being at Leadership Conference or any of the conferences, you see the potential that's out there. And all those ladies wearing red jackets and black jackets are just like you and me. They started in this business, whether one is for the discount because they loved the products and they wanted them in their home, and then they just kept sharing. And in-home parties are the way to do it. So that's what I left with. I still have a lot to learn because, you know, there's still getting more bookings, recruiting, building a team, if that's what you want to do. But it all starts with the in-home party, and that's really what spoke to my heart this weekend. So thanks. Hope it helps. Bye.